When it comes to choosing physical activities or workouts, you don't want to be put off exercise by jumping in at the deep end. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to start. Hi everyone, and welcome to Exercise for Health. And exercise types come in many forms, from walking, cycling, jogging or swimming, to playing sports, hitting the gym, performing martial arts or following a YouTube workout. But for people living with chronic health conditions, looking to improve their physical and mental well-being and longevity, where do you start? Well, firstly, it's important to begin with something that you know will be manageable, so it's realistic, but more importantly, something that you will enjoy, so you're more likely to sustain it. Some people might want to exercise outside in nature among the elements, and there is a lot of studies that show that this can also help with mental health. Some people may need the support and encouragement of others, so joining a community activity such as a walking group where you can be with others of a like-minded nature can be of benefit. For others, they may just want to exercise alone in the comfort of their own home and just need tips and advice on what to do and how to progress. Taking the first step can be daunting if you don't know what you're doing, and even more so if you've had a bad experience of sports or physical exercise as a child. However, if you can make the effort to do something active, no matter how small, you would have overcome the hardest step and you will have started your journey to feeling better. Regardless of what activity you choose, as long as it gets you moving, you should start at a conservative level that you can cope with. Many people make the mistake of starting too aggressively, trying to keep up with a fitness influencer while their motivation is high, to find that they struggle, put off by how they feel, and then lose motivation very quickly. Therefore, it's better to succeed at something easy than to fail at something hard. Then, when you're at the stage where your mindset changes and finding a challenge becomes your motivation, you would have already built a good foundation. Depending on your starting fitness, ability and health status, you might begin with just a few minutes a day, such as a short walk or some basic home exercises at a light intensity, but the long-term aim would be to build up to the recommended 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity exercise. But what does that actually mean? Well, activities of a moderate intensity will make you feel a bit more breathless, a bit uncomfortable, and it will cause you to possibly perspire. And if you did what is known as the talk test, you will be able to hold a conversation with someone, but your breathing will be far more pronounced. This is also where your heart rate is likely to be in cardio zone 2 or 3, which I will explain in more detail in a video coming out in a few weeks. But remember, this will be the long-term objective. Initially, just moving more often in terms of physical activity every day will start making changes to the body and improving heart health, while reducing the risk of many health conditions and illnesses. Just being conscious of how much time you spend sat down each day and trying to reduce this could be your goal for the first few weeks of being more active. Adding in 10 sit-to-stands while watching your favourite TV show or scrolling through social media on your phone, parking your car further away from the supermarket entrance, adding some extra steps in, taking the stairs rather than the lift at work, or any little exercise snacks during the day will be of great benefit towards more intense or longer duration exercise in the future. A great way to ensure you sustain the increased level of activity is to record what you're doing every day. This could be in the form of a monthly tracker that you keep on the fridge, marking what you've achieved, aiding motivation. But it can also act as a reminder to get you moving if you haven't done enough. Tracking what you do is essential to monitor your progress, so you're not just aimlessly moving around when you remember to do something. Your physical activity should have a purpose or goal, which is likely to be along the lines of improving your health, but the more specific your goal is, the easier it will be to track your projected outcome. As an example, this could be, in 4 weeks, I want to be able to walk up my flight of stairs at home without feeling breathless when I get to the top. This is a SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-based. So in summary, just begin by moving more often, but with something that you can manage, and track your progress until you feel more confident to begin more structured exercise sessions, whether at home, in a gym or community setting, or outside, And remember, the best form of exercise is the kind you want to do, enjoy doing, and can keep doing. I hope the information in this video has motivated you to get moving more. If so, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are in a position to try some gentle structured home exercise, then check out my home workout playlist and pick one of a lower intensity that's designated by 1 or 2 dots on the video thumbnail under the logo. I will leave a link to this playlist in the description below, but thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay active and keep moving to feel better.